Howdy, I'm Daniel with Roslyn Rags, and today I would like to show you how I do a heart on a baby outfit. And this is 100% cotton and it has been soaked in soda ash, which is I use 1 cup sodium carbonate or soda ash to 1 gallon of warm water. And then I soak the fabric for half an hour, and then I spin it out in a washing machine and I collect the extra water so I can reuse it. But I just took a washable marker and I drew a half a heart. I folded the outfit in half along about the center of it, and I did a series of fan folds or accordion folds along the half a heart that I drew. And I'm going to use a rubber band, and I'm just rubber banding this section of the heart along the line that I drew. And now I'm just going to kind of even out the rest of the fan folds from the heart, and it doesn't have to be super even, but that looks pretty good to me. Now I'm going to use some more rubber bands to secure these folds onto the fabric. And if the fabric kind of gets out of hand on you, it's okay as long as you just kind of even it out as you progress. As I was doing the heart, I wasn't really worried about the further areas of the design. I knew that those I would be kind of working on those later on in the fold. So here is the last rubber band, I think. And here is our heart. Let's go dye it. We are in front of my dyeing tray now, and I have the heart in front of me. I'm going to start off with red on the heart, and I'm going to try to saturate the dye enough that when I turn over the design, I'll be able to see red coming through it. Hopefully not all red, but if that's the case, then it works. So that looks pretty good to me, and if I wanted to, I could squeeze the dye a little bit, or the heart a little bit, to kind of get it further into the fabric. Now I'm going to just put a little bit of dye right here. So, and then I look all around to make sure that there's not too much, or that there's no white. Now I'm going to move on to orange, and I just wiped my hands off a little bit, and I'm going to try and get the whole rainbow on here, so I'm just going to put a little bit of orange right here, and actually this may be easier if I have it just setting there. So there's some orange. I'm going to skip the yellow for right now and go to green. I'll put yellow on at the very last. So there's green. And I'm just kind of guessing how much dye to put on right now. I'll turn the piece over and look at it after I get more colors on, and that'll give me a good idea of what colors need to be put on a little bit more. So there is the blue. And this dyeing rack is just a refrigerator tray on a plastic tub. You don't even have to use a plastic tub. You could use a cardboard box with like newspaper on it to try to absorb the extra dye. So now that is raspberry that I put on. Now I'm going to do red and just kind of continue on that color scheme, red, orange. Yeah, I guess it's okay. I'll put some orange on right there. I'll do a little bit of green right on the end. And it's okay if a little bit of dye slips out. I'm going to rinse or wipe my hand off again. Now I'm going to turn it over and see how much dye has gone through. So I can probably use a little bit more red and a little bit more orange. But not that much. I'm not dealing with that much fabric right here. So that looks good to me. Check my fingers so I don't transfer any dye anywhere that it shouldn't be. So now I'm just going to put a little bit of orange on. I could put orange right here as well so I don't have to lift the dye bottle more than once. Now I'm going to go to green. Oops. Oh, dyes are falling down. Now there's turquoise. And now raspberry. Oh, I got a little drop right there, but that's okay. Now red. And sometimes the dye really wants to come out on you. Sometimes it takes a little bit, and you can change the opening of the dye bottles if you'd like. So that looks good for the rainbows. Now I'm going to put orange on these two sections. Turn it over and do that to the other side. And you can already see the green kind of creeping into where the yellow is. But there we go. I'm going to put this in a plastic bag and let it sit for 24 hours. Thanks a lot for watching. Have fun dyeing. Here is the opening of the heart on the baby outfit. This is the first time that I'll have seen it. It's been washed out once. I'll reuse the rubber bands unless they break, and then I'll just throw them away. But if they're good enough for a second, third, fourth use, I will definitely use them. And here it is. Awesome. Looks nice. So, once again, thanks for watching.